obviously, same question, a couple of fights to get back into it, the Louisa and also Brophy, and now I know you want to be involved in big fights, and now you've got it on June 25th.
Yeah, thanks Eddie for introducing me first. We're looking forward to a great fight. I have to admit that I like Martin Murray. I've had a few big domestic rivals and domestic fights before, and I haven't much liked the guys before, but I like Martin. He speaks well. I think he's an intelligent chap. He fights like an intelligent fighter. He can navigate himself around the ring, and this certainly won't be an easy fight for any other reason apart from, as I say, I think he's an intelligent fighter. He has moved up to super middleweight, and I don't think he's been tested properly against the best guys in there. Sorry, I know he's my favourite hand, but I think this will be his hardest fight. What Murray does well, I know how to negate, and the things I do well, I can't see him having any answers for. And I'm not going to go into detail, but we're feeling really good in the gym. Things are going very well, and as Calla said earlier, we've both been who fell short at world title level, and a bit of misfortune. We've been unlucky at times. We've both been soundly beaten, but the difference being two difference being that obviously when I lost, I felt against Froch the second time I was winning, I was gaining momentum into the fight, and it was a one-punch knockout, which not nice. But at the same time, Martin's clinical loss was against Golovkin, where he was soundly beaten from the get-go, and because he's an intelligent fighter, because he's certainly a tough man as well, he lasted a long time, but he took a lot of punishment in that fight, and personally haven't seen that sort of star quality that I feel we had before that fight, since that fight. Sure, when I've boxed world titles, I've been mandatory, I've had to force the situation, I've had to force the fight at times. The difference with Martin is sort of a picked opponent at times. He certainly fought and represented himself very well, but he's been, like who ticks the right boxes at the time, and as I say, we've both been a little bit unlucky, fell short, but this is a fight that everyone can get excited about. I'm excited about it. I think it will certainly steal the show. On paper it looks great, everyone should be excited about it. There's no other way you can describe this fight apart from it being, a high output, big power punches going in. I'm looking to take Martin out, I don't want to go 12 rounds. I feel I'm punching harder than ever, I feel quick, I feel strong, I feel bigger, and I really want to make an assault on everyone in the division, become world champion, and reign for as long as can be. So this is the first step in that direction. So I hope everyone enjoys it.
Do you feel that pressure, George? Obviously, you both had those world title opportunities. Do you feel that this is a must-win for both guys, and a defeat on June the 25th is not necessarily the end of the career, but the end of the opportunities at world levels?
Whether they're the end of the opportunities or not, I think it's more down to a mental and emotional, feeling between both of us. Both fell short enough times now to think, do we really want to go again? What I'd imagine is stimulating and exciting for Martin this time around is that he is in a domestic clash that will get a lot more praise and attention than he's had elsewhere when he's been sent abroad to get beat, so to speak. He's always been the B side of the card. We're going to do our best to make sure he seems like he's the A side of the card this time. But again, he's with the home promoter, but he's the selected opponent for me right now because it served his purpose. it's great for me because he's a very good fighter. As I say, I like him. But I'm looking forward to getting stuck into a great fight, winning and moving on. And there's no thoughts of losing, so we can answer it, I suppose.
Martin, the selected opponent. Apparently, I know that George was your selected opponent as well, so something that you both share in that mindset.
Yeah, well, obviously I wanted the fight today. I was the one who was pushing you for this fight. I've always wanted a big domestic fight against top fighters, and that's what I've got in George Groves. You know, I've said it all along, I'm a George Groves fan. I rate him. He's a good fighter, and I've always said that I want to be in big fights against good fighters, and you know, I've got that for Groves. It's a tough fight. It's a genuine 50 fight. He's saying he likes me. I like him too. He's a good lad. But when it comes to fight nights, it's a completely different thing. And I'm saying it's a genuine 50-50 fight. It is on paper, but it's great hearing George that confident because I'm confident too. And I think that's going to make a great fight.
Obviously, a lot of what George says, of course, correct. Facts show that you've been involved in those big fights abroad. We took the Abraham fight. It wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah.
But we felt like it was an opportunity that you could win, and you proved very, very close out there as well. But now, the big profile fight, and really the one that you wanted, and it feels like you've got a real springy step going into June 25th.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I've heard George saying, selected opponent going over to get beat. Fair enough, he could be right coming over to get beat. I didn't go over to get beat, but I took the fights nobody wanted. Nobody wanted to go and fight Golovkin. Do you know what I mean? I took the chance, go and fight Abraham. I'm not saying nobody wanted to fight him, but had that fight been anywhere but Germany, I'd have got the decision. Same with Stern and same with Martinez. I took the big challenges. I've now got the big challenge at home, and people are going to see the best of me on June 25th.
Same question in terms of how you see victory in the fight. You'd like to force the pace, you'd like the high work rate.
Yeah.
Probably just a smaller man going into this fight, obviously you're moving up a division. Do you think work rate is it key, or how do you see yourself winning this fight?
I think work rate's the key. George is going on saying he wants to take me out. That's what every fighter wants to do, and I want to do the same. He is the bigger man, but he's got a three-piece suit on. I think he looks that bit bigger just by wearing that suit. But he is the genuine super middleweight. I'm moving up, but I proved against a solid super middleweight in Abraham that I can mix it with them top solid world class elite fighters. So I'm not going to go into too much about tactics into this fight, but George Groves is dangerous early. He's got stamina issues. He fades late. It's well known. So I think the earlier the fight is, it favours Groves. The later the fight is, it favours me. And I think that's what makes it a great fight.
And same question, both of you have come short at world level. This one really a must-win fight for both of your careers.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. George touched on it there, saying, emotionally and things like that, you build yourself up to these world title fights and you fall short. It does get to you. And there's only so many times you can do it. But I look at all my fights and all my chances. I've been in 1-1. My 1-1 with Golovkin. Groves is touching on and saying, he's never seen that since. I've never been in a fight of that magnitude since. This is it for me on June 25th. And you've seen Groves in his fights with Froch. Froch took a lot out of him on them two fights, and he knows that. And I think that's going to, it's going to tell him on June 25th when he's in a fight that tough, like it is against Froch, because I'm a lot more experienced. I've been in with a better class of opponent. He was in with one world-class fighter in Carl Froch. Barring Carl Froch, I know we fought James DeGale, who's world-class now, but he wasn't world-class when he fought him. Badu Jack, he's world champion, but he's unproven yet. I don't think he's an elite fighter. So the experience favours me, and I think that's going to be a big factor on the night.
Thank you, Martin. It's a fight I can't wait for. George Groves against Martin Murray. It's a big domestic fight that everybody can get their teeth into, and the guys up here are going to be available now for one-on-ones with you guys, and more action on Fight Week and after will be at Sky Sports for a behind the ropes or gloves are off forget what it's called. Gloves are off, that's the one. We love those, they're great. We all like a push and a pull, don't we? Thank you.